African tribes. Traditions and cultures of Africa. The Maasai of Kenya and Tanzania. The spitting of the Maasai. The Maasai people of Kenya and northern Tanzania view spitting as a form of blessing and a sign of respect. Tribespeople use spitting to greet or say goodbye to friends, clinch a bargain or to wish someone good luck. Two friends greeting each other will spit in their palms before shaking hands. When a baby is born, family members will spit on the child to wish him or her a long life and good luck. Spitting is also customary on a daughter's wedding day, where her father will spit on her forehead to wish her a blessed union. The Himba of northwest Namibia. The red ochre of the Himba. The women of this iconic Namibian tribe are known for their beautiful, red-tinged skin and hair. Homemade paste of butter, fat and red ochre known as ochais. Girls in the tribe start using ochais as soon as they're old enough to care for their own hygiene. There has long been speculation around exact origins of the practice, with many people claiming it acts as sun protection or insect repellent. But the Himba tribe says it's purely for aesthetic reasons, effectively a traditional makeup they apply every morning in the same way we'd slap on a lick of mascara and lipstick. The Zulu of South Africa. Putting a price on the bride lobola is an ancient and controversial Southern African tradition, in which the families of a bride and groom negotiate how much the groom must pay for the bride. All negotiations must be done in writing, never by phone or in person. The two families cannot even speak until negotiations are complete. The Bushman, San or Khoisan of Southern Africa. The healing dance of the San for the San people of South Africa, Namibia, Botswana, and Angola. Dance is considered a sacred power. One of their most integral tribal traditions is the trance dance, also known as the healing dance. The whole community comes together around a fire for several hours or even an entire night, led by healers and elders. The healers dance around the fire, chant and hyperventilate until they induce a powerful trance-like state. In this state, they are granted access to the spirit world and are often able to walk over fire. The San healers aren't just doing this to cure physical illnesses in their community, they also attempt to expel what they call star sickness, a force that causes jealousy, anger and arguments. The Southern Ndebele tribe of South Africa. The wedding ceremony of the Ndebele. The Ndebele wedding ceremony is all about the bride, and her attire puts Western white dresses to shame. This, in most part, is thanks to her future mother-in-law and the prettiest of all the tribal traditions. The groom's mother creates a jokola for the bride, an apron made of goat skin and decorated with gorgeous, colorful beads. The jokola is worn by all married women at the wedding ceremony, and is representative of a mother surrounded by children. On their wedding day, the groom performs a ceremony in honor of his new wife, giving her thanks and credit for everything she's done for him in their time together. The Samburu of northern Kenya. Putting a price on the bride lobola is an ancient and controversial Southern African tradition in which the families of a bride and groom negotiate how much the groom must pay for the bride. All negotiations must be done in writing, never by phone or in person. The two families cannot even speak until negotiations are complete. The Ethiopian Hamer tribe. Bull jumping. In order to prove their manhood in the Ethiopian Hamer tribe, young boys must run, jump and land on the back of a bull before then attempting to run across the backs of several bulls. They do this multiple times, and usually in the nude. The Ahagarine Tuaregs of Algeria. The groom wears a veil. The Ahagarine Tuaregs of Algeria are part of a larger group of Berber-speaking Tuaregs. In their culture, the men wear veils almost all the time. However, they can take their veils off when inside family camps or while traveling. The Gio tribe in Ivory Coast. Women have their own houses in the Gio tribe in Ivory Coast. Each wife has her own small house that she lives in with her children until they are old enough to move out. The children never live with their fathers. The Suku tribe in the southwestern Congo. Women can't grieve elders in the southwestern Congo. The Suku tribe honors ancestors and elders, when they die, with a ceremony held in the clearing of a forest. Here, gifts and offerings are brought, but outsiders and all women are forbidden to attend. The northern Angolan Songo tribe. Sons are raised by their uncles. When male children reach age 5 or 6 in the northern Angolan Songo tribe, they are sent to live with their uncles on their mother's side. This is because chiefs inherit their position through matrilineal lines. The Sudanese Lachuka tribe. Kidnapping your bride. In the Sudanese Lachuka tribe, When a man wants to marry a woman, he kidnaps her. Elderly members of his family go and ask the girl's father for her hand in marriage, and if dad agrees, he beats the suitor as a sign of his acceptance of the union. If the father disagrees, however, the man might forcefully marry the woman anyway. The Fulani tribe. Beating the suitor. The Fulani tribe live in many countries in West Africa and follow a tradition called shero. Shero happens when two young men want to marry the same woman. To compete for her hand, they beat one another up. The men must suppress signs of pain, and the one who takes the beating without showing signs of pain can take the wife. The Mercy tribe of Ethiopia. Lip plate. The custom of wearing a lip plate is linked to the female's fertility and eligibility for marriage. When a Mercy girl reaches puberty around age 15 to 16, she will have her lip cut by a female member of the tribe and a small wooden stick is inserted. A girl's lower lip is cut sometimes by her mother when she reaches 15 or 16, and held open by a sodden plug until it heals. It's up to the girls how far they want the lip to be stretched. The very painful process often takes over several months. Lip plates are more frequently worn by unmarried girls and newlywed women than by older married women with children. They are generally worn on occasions such as serving men food, milking cows, and important rituals like weddings. Queta ceremony. This Southern African ceremony is practiced by several tribes and is how a young boy proves his manhood. When they are of age, boys are sent to spend several days or weeks in a circumcision lodge during winter, where they're put through rigorous and often dangerous tests and rituals such as continuous dancing until exhaustion, and circumcision.